Alright, let me tell you, in however much time it takes, how not to get scammed while eating out. It's a chill vibe, no LEDs on, no like e-girl 2020 quarantine LEDs. We have the yellow light on, making it look like I have a double chin. That's how you know it's gonna be a good video. So, eating out has got to be one of the most like mixed experiences ever. You can clip this up and you can like post it because that can be interpreted in two very different contexts, but I'm talking about a restaurant, so get your mind, let's get our minds at the same place. So eating out at a restaurant can either be a really, really cool, enjoyable experience, or it can be really fucking guilt-ridden and just shit. Let me shut down my computer. So essentially, the biggest thing, without wasting your time, that makes a difference when you're eating out at a restaurant or not, there's two. Number one, is the price like outrageous? And number two, is the food that you're gonna get something that you could easily make at home? Let me tell you what not to eat at restaurants. Basically, most pastas, basically, most steaks. Why? I know these are the two of the most coveted food items in the world. It's what everyone really likes. Fuck, I can't. It's a brutal light over there. It's making me look infinitely worse. Vanity metrics be damned. I'll keep on going. So basically, pastas are amazing. They're one of my favorite foods. So why do I tell you not to get them at restaurants? Number one, most restaurants, if it's not a really, really high-end one, if your fucking family friend owns like a super nice Italian restaurant, of course, go ahead. Most restaurants, though, that you just wander into randomly, maybe you looked at a Yelp review, it's like fucking 4.5 stars, and it's like, oh my god, the best restaurant ever, or like 4.2 stars, most realistically. You can spend $25, yes, 25 in the big 26, in this current year. Fuck knows what it will be 10 years from now. But you can spend, as of recording this, a good $25 on a pasta dish and be severely disappointed. Why? Because pasta dishes are so easy to make at home. The ceiling, right, for a really good one, most restaurants are not gonna fucking, like, they're not gonna do anything special. They're not gonna do anything really unique with the food, okay, like with the pasta. So they're just gonna fucking make it same way you would at home, maybe a little bit dirtier ingredients because like if you don't know the pasta water, it's like they reuse it for a bunch of different cooks. So the pasta that you're getting may have starch from a bunch of different kinds of ingredients, and it's just like fucked. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be tasty. Sure, is it worth it? Is it worth the price? Absolutely not. The markup for most things in restaurants, the standard seems to be like $300. 300%, excuse me, not $300. Oh, hi. This is a very intimate angle. Okay, so for pastas, the markup is quite literally like fucking. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like 500 to 1,000% because $25 for a pasta dish, what are you getting? You're getting pasta, of which a package is at most $2 for a pound, and you're getting probably like a quarter pound at most. Let's say you're getting a nice 120 grams of dry weight. That would be a humongous fucking portion at a restaurant. You're getting a few ingredients. If you're getting like a carbonara, it's cheap as fuck to make. Amatriciana, easy, cheap. Alla Gricia, same thing. The zona, like completely easy. Literally same exact thing. The only difference is if you have some sort of like gluten allergy, some intolerance, and like the restaurant caters to it, then that's amazing. And that's worth it. Then go ahead, because obviously it's a pain in the ass to make good food at home with like dietary restrictions, like a gluten intolerance or whatever the fuck. And like a good ravioli, maybe, but not. It's not that fucking good, bro. It's not that good. The only case that could slightly be made to get a pasta at a restaurant is like, oh yeah, I don't want to make fresh pasta at home, so I guess that kind of fits the rule of like buy things that you can make get at home easily. But it's like it's like, is it really worth it? Fuck no. Steaks are 100% not worth it at a restaurant because the average markup is 300%. Steaks are expensive as fuck these days. What do you think is gonna happen when you combine those two things? So steaks are already expensive as an ingredient, even wholesale. There used to be like a workaround where you can fucking buy things off of like Crowd Cow or like Porter Road for like very, very cheap. They're not even cheap anymore, bro. You can buy, I remember when you used to be able to buy fucking $8 picanha or $8 hanger steak off of Porter Road. That doesn't even exist anymore. They're like $17, bro. Fuck me. So when you have an ingredient that's already that expensive, the markup is going to be fucked. And steaks, restaurants are going to be charging you like $60 for a $20 steak. They're going to be charging you like $150 for a $40 steak. It's going to be fucking ridiculous. If you go to some, I don't know, let's say Brazilian, not Brazil, is that Brazilian fogo de chao? Yeah, Brazilian all you can eat barbecue where you fucking flip your shit upside down and it's like, yeah, arriba, come. I know that's not the same language. That was mildly offensive. Come bring the food. And then it's like different. Oh, the lighting is bad for my face, but it's like, whoosh, makes me look a little bit wide. It's nice. So essentially, if you have an experience like that, that's like in a completely different way, they prepare it in a completely different way than you would at home, sure, go ahead, it's worth it. But if you go to most steakhouses, poor kid crying outside, I hope he's okay. If you go to most steakhouses, God forbid, and even just regular restaurants, a regular restaurant is going to charge you like $30 and the steak is going to be fucking bad. It's going to be really ass. They're not even going to, because restaurants are lagging behind like the trend, the home cooked trend a little bit on average. These like chain restaurants, they're not even going to baste their steak, bro. Some of these motherfuckers are going to like grill it where it's like going to be a little bit grill marks and then mostly just gray. It's not even going to have a good sear. The cook on it is going to be questionable. They're not going to like sear the edges off, so you're going to have the gristly piece of fat or whatever. Look at this fucking, okay, sorry, real quick. Look at the difference between this angle and like, whoosh, insane. Angles are crazy. So there's going to be that whole debauchery going on, and then the cuts that they're going to use, it's like, oh yeah, 8-ounce sirloin, $30. Fuck you. 8-ounce sirloin you can buy for low-key $6 or like $5. Because sirloin is pretty cheap to buy raw. So pasta and steak, big no-no for the reasons I outlined. What else is good? Or what is good? What's good is basically something that's not, like, basically never feel bad about going to a restaurant. Basically, if it's that expensive that you have to feel like shit to buy it, then just don't buy it. And if it fits your budget, then don't feel like shit, right? Because if there's so there can be a few items on the menu that you want. One of them can be $22, one of them can be $16, which seems like a big deal on the menu because it's like, that's kind of the range. Like the intermediary items are like 20, 18, 19. So do not feel bad for getting the item that you actually want, even though it's a few dollars more expensive. Because in reality, 16 and 22, the difference between that is fucking $6. Like, it's not, your enjoyment is worth much more than that. But on the other hand, don't do this bullshit where it's like surf and turf plate and it's like $72 for two fucking like little things of lobster tail and a 4-ounce fillet. It's just not worth it whatsoever. So get the slightly more expensive food that if it's the one you actually want and if it's the one that fits the criteria of something that you wouldn't just make at home. But do not get, like, don't get obviously scammed. Maybe I need to go more in depth into this for another video, but like right now I'm not gonna dive really deep into like what's an obvious scam in this sense. Pastas and steaks are very obvious scams. And then obviously like seafood towers at steakhouses, that's a humongous fucking scam, like $300 for, like, bro. A lot of surf and turf dishes are like, yeah, they're gonna like sacrifice the quality of one more often than not. If it's a Michelin star restaurant, by the way, if your family friend owns this, and it's like a really well-known establishment, discard everything I'm saying, obviously, because then you know it better than me. And in the case of the Michelin starred restaurant, they're gonna know their stuff. But they have that star for a reason. But if you're just going to a regular ass fucking Pete's Diner and it has like $3 signs on Google and it's like, oh my goodness, so romantic, and it's like Valentine's Day dinner for $225, fuck you. Like, just buy the ingredients, make it yourself. It's gonna be more fun. You're gonna be able to modulate like the amount of garlic in it and whatever the fuck for your own needs. You're gonna be able to control the seasoning level, whatever else, the cook, the temperature. It's just not worth it for these, like, most steakhouses. No, I don't buy it. Is it nice? Like, do they make the food bad? No, but for the price and for what goes into it, it's completely not worth it. It's so much better to make it at home. Now, if you have unlimited money, sure, go ahead, go to the best restaurants in the world, order whatever the fuck you want, ignore this video. But in that case, you don't really need common sense. If you grew up like this Eastern European Protestant, whatever the fuck, like Eastern European or German or Jewish or Protestant, like any of these kind of cultures that have like the common sense to not get completely scammed and to be smart with their money, then listen to me, because steak and pastas are not where you should be investing, let's just say, in restaurants. So what should you have? Usually things that take way longer to cook, whatever you're bad at cooking that you know that they make well, and like exotic, like novelty, right? So for example, the last time I went to a really nice restaurant was for Mother's Day. I took my family out for that. It was quite fucking expensive, but worth every penny, I think, because it was a very good, very nice experience. It was on the campus of my university, so it's like, it's really interesting how they can run that there. But I ordered veal sweetbreads. Why? Veal. Here's my Hungarian side fucking mixing up the V and the W. Veal sweetbreads are really, really fucking not like they're uncommon. They're very fucking uncommon. You don't find them everywhere, and if you do find them, they're kind of expensive. And like, are you gonna take the time to make them on your own? No. Do you know how to make them? It's a very delicate thing. No. So in that case, I ordered veal sweetbreads because it's a food that I've never had before. It's like, I don't even know what part of it. It's like some detoxifying like organ. It's like some weird organ. And that was like, I don't even think that had a price on it. I don't know, man. It was quite something. But basically, the sweetbreads were served with some like really, like, basically that falls into the uncommon category, and like the you wouldn't make this at home category. Another thing that I like getting when it's available is things that take a very long time to cook. So for example, braised short ribs. Braised short ribs take like 4 fucking hours to do well. If the restaurant does it badly, you're just done because it's gonna be awful. But if the restaurant does it well and it's a nice braised short rib, it's going to be completely worth it. It's going to be completely worth your time and money because it saves so much time. And even though it could be a little bit expensive, and short ribs aren't the most expensive cut of meat, maybe they're going to upcharge you a bit more, it's going to be more worth it than something like a steak, which would take like fucking 20 minutes for you to cook and rest, and slice and eat. So it's like, it'd take like 10 minutes to fucking, even 5 to cook some steaks, especially if you're really blasting it on a high heat. The short rib, it does have that labor put into it of like 3 hours. I know it's like unguarded labor because it's like just it's basically just in the oven or like boiling for 3 hours, but it's still worth it. It's still more worth it because you wouldn't take the time out of your day every day to make something like a short rib. Another example, my friend's family actually took me out to an Ethiopian restaurant, which was super, super nice of them, and there we had a big plate of this fucking fermented flatbread that was the spongiest, coolest texture in any flatbread ever. There were a bunch of different pastes and lentils and like onion mixes and whatever the fuck, and like freshly grilled meats. That's an experience. That's something unique. That's something you don't even have the tools to cook at home. So if it's another thing like that, if you don't have even the tools to cook it at home, maybe you don't have like a deep fryer, maybe you don't have like the fucking correct ingredients for it even, you don't have the right serving utensils, it can be fun. That can be very fun. So that's totally worth it. Another thing, so it takes a long time. You wouldn't have the ingredients to make it at home, and it's just unique and you've never tried it before. Just, you're paying for the experience. Pay for uniqueness. Don't pay for some bullshit that you know you can make and you can make better and cheaper. The last thing I'm gonna really go over is sushi. Sushi, I think, is amazingly worth it. I know it's expensive, like fucking disgustingly expensive, but it's a whole craft that goes into it. It's very different because I'm pretty good at cooking. I can make like okay sushi. But it not even like, maybe not even like 2% of how the masters can make it, because there's such a interesting supply chain that goes into it. There's such an interesting fucking like technique into it, the art, how you brush on the different glazes and whatever the fuck, and just knowing what part of the finger to touch the fish with and how to, like, the proper temperature to serve it at. There's just an amazing art to it. So If it's things like that, if it's things like sushi, like a tartar, even like raw food, because raw foods, then they have to get like the special grade that's okay with being eaten raw, which is gonna be nice. If it's anything specialty, like actually quail, I was about to say quail egg, but quail eggs are pretty fucking common. But if it's anything specialty, like the veal sweetbreads that I mentioned, the sweetbread isn't actually a bread, by the way. It's just like some like pancreas or some other organ of the veal. It's just what the Brits call it, I guess, apparently. Maybe it's translated from French or another fucking language, I don't know. But if it's something like that, if it's something like one of those like stuffed pork trotter with the chicken pate filling or whatever the fuck, that one really old French chef personalized or like made his own recipe. If it's anything like that, if it's anything unique like that, absolutely. If it's something that you can easily make at home and that you see recipes for all the time, like steak, pasta, even like fucking bro, like appetizers, you can often make them at home very easily. Any like protein that just cooked in like some random, like that's just cooked in some random way. It's kind of it's not really worth it, especially with the high inflation and markups of today. So prioritize things that you either just don't want to make at home, take a very long time, you don't have the ingredients for, you don't have the equipment for, and it's not very, very expensive. I am gonna let this video run to 1648 because it's becoming like a running meme on this channel for me to mention it when the video gets to 1648. Thank you very much for watching this. Check out my shit, buy my shit. If you like the no bullshit common sense advice here, then you like common sense cooking. We're now almost at 1648. There we are, 1648, beautiful.